Welcome into September here in Alma, Missouri. Since last time we chatted, we've sold a load of silage bales along with another load of our straw bales. So right now we're headed into town because I found a piece of land. It's only, I think, $12,000, really cheap. But it's just a nice flat piece of land right in town that we're going to put our new production on to be able to process those carrots. So won't you join us?
At the crossroads of Highway 20 and Highway W sits a quiet little community where you can walk to the post office to pick up your mail or drink a cup of coffee while waiting for the boys to load up your feed at the local mill. When you're in Missouri, you know you're home. Welcome to Alma.
Here we are, right here on our right. This is where we're going to put in a soup factory. I like the idea of the soup factory because it can do multiple crops, and potato soup is one of the soups, and someday I would like to get some potatoes on our farm. So let's get this piece of land bought and get a production put on it. The value of the land is actually only $12,261. So we'll go ahead and do that. And come over here and place down our new production. And like I said, we're going to do the soup factory. Should be under premium. Just got to make sure I find the right one. Still in platinum. There we go. Premium. There's a food, potato, and then the soup factory. There we go. Try to get it facing the right direction. Of course, it sounds like I'm blocking traffic. There, that should leave room and still be able to go down that road, little gravel road to our right there. All right, perfect. Let's run over to where we have the carrots stored, and then we can go ahead and start this place up. I'm not just sure how many liters that production will hold, but we're just going to fill this thing clear full and hope it'll take it all. If not, we'll just have to bring it back here to the rail. Well, it took a little while, but we got 182,000 liters out of the rail. Let's get this dropped off here. I think it comes in here. Looks like it should. Yeah, this is the drop-off point. Pretty sure I'm on the right trailer, yeah. I don't know if because the ground is partly covered, it's not going to let me. I might have to lower the ground just a little bit more. Yep, that was a problem. Had the ground a little uneven. Not enough room for it to drop out. See if it'll take it all here. I hope it does, so I don't have to put any more back in the bin. It looks promising. Yes, it took it all. Now this production does take 300 in to just 100 out, but the valuation is going to be worth so much more by using soup over just selling the carrots. Looks like we could probably come over, and I'm actually going to go take the rest of the carrots out. Should be enough room, because I think we just have 2 loads in there. So we'll go grab the rest of them, take it here, and then we're going to actually sleep till tomorrow because we don't have any crops ready to harvest. So let me get the rest of the carrots in, and then we will see you tomorrow. Well, now that it is a new month here in October, this field across the road is ready to be harvested. I was going to go ahead and buy it, but I'm actually, because of our loan payment last night, I am $9,000 short on having enough. But we do have, this I believe is our sunflower field. It's ready, and both of our corn fields are ready. So we're going to get new heads for those because I don't have any corn heads right now. So we're going to grab the corn heads and get harvesting over there, and then hopefully I'll have enough money by the end of today to be able to buy this field before it disappears. So let me get a couple heads bought and get started. Well, I ended up leasing 2 of these combine heads because they're $188,000 a piece, and well, I don't have that kind of money. So we leased 2 of them. We'll be able to use them, this harvest season on everything we have. Ooh, that's a lot bigger than I thought it'd be. Hopefully this combine can handle it. Wow, that's a huge combine head. I don't think I've ever used this one before. Let me get down here to the sunflowers. We'll get course play set up and get them both rolling. Well, it turns out I was not able to get the course play to generate, so I'm just going to use the old-fashioned way and just let them go with just a regular AI worker. We'll go get the other one and get this field done in no time. Because, I mean, with high speed going, looks like 27 miles per hour and an 18-meter width, this field will be done really quick. So let me get this one, and I'll just do a little bit of a headland here first. So if I can get this one to go a little faster as well. That's a really It's a really big combine head. Like I said, I had never used this one before. Not sure if this combine has as much horsepower as the other one. This one kind of struggles getting up this hill. Let me go ahead and get a headland done, and then we'll start, if I can get up the hill, we'll start unloading this into, well, actually I think we're going to sell it. We're going to take this straight to sell because we need the money to buy that other field of soybeans. Let me get some of this harvested. Well, they are both pretty well filled up. One is totally full and the other one was close enough. I thought let's just empty them both at the same time. But yeah, the heads are just too big. The black combine's really struggling to get up the hills. I'm not sure why. They're both the same horsepower, but the red one is doing actually pretty decent with an AI worker. Maybe the AI worker's helping it out some. I know I'm struggling getting up the little hills, but I'll get these two dumped out, then we'll get back and finish this field off. Well, I ended up getting rid of the two big combine heads, and we just went with this much smaller one. We ended up buying them, so we spent all of our money. At least we own them. Hopefully I can get enough out of these sunflowers to make it worthwhile and be able to pay for these. Of course, this AI worker is going to drive right through this ditch here. But either way, we got two of these smaller heads now, so they'll do the job a lot easier. Now let's just get back and get out of the field here and go unload the other guy. Well, I've been having a lot of trouble with these new corn heads, but it turns out they are 6.9 ton for a 12 meter, when this John Deere, it's only 5 ton for the same size. So I think just the weight is really causing these combines to bounce around a lot. Every time they turn around at the end, they kind of spin around with the back. We've got them sped up on the Real Speed mod, so they go a little faster, but they really struggle bouncing around. As you can tell, the brakes kind of lock up a little bit. Like the other combine, when it was over in a dip, he would sit there and he'd totally lose control. So I think maybe next year we're going to switch these heads out again and get a lighter head. I mean, I love that these fold up nicely, which is really cool. Easier to get across the bridge, but might be easier just either driving through another field to get to it or to get a header trailer. But let me finish up this field. There's not too much left. I got a little bit up here, and the other guy down there just has a little bit left also. So let me get her finished up. Well, this one is done. I'm not sure how many liters we're going to get. Let's see here. This guy's up to just about 120 now. We still got a little ways to go in the middle of the field. So we're not going to be able to fill this clear full, but we're definitely going to sell it right now instead of storing it. Because I don't think we're going to get back to the $300 and some thousand that we need for that bean field. So I'm not sure if there's anything else we can sell off real quick. I know we got some milk up at the barn. That's one item we could sell, but it's not going to be enough to probably pay the bills either. But let me get this guy put away, and then we'll finish a little bit there in the middle with the other combine. Well, what am I saying? We actually got this cornfield here to do. I forgot all about it. Of course, the corn is just going to go straight to the grain dryer. But I bet I won't be able to get Courseplay to work on this either. And if it's not going to work, I probably will just end up getting new combine heads. But let's see. Well, Courseplay will work. So maybe it's just that the big combine head wasn't working, because I never tried the smaller one. This one's working just fine, so we'll let him do his thing as we finish up the sunflowers. Well, here we are on the last strip of sunflowers. Down here, get this in, get it dropped off, and we can head into town, see if we can make enough money to get back up into the 300,000s again. I'm really hoping, because we really need this trailer back to start loading corn out as well. Ooh, I don't have enough brakes. Stop, combine. If I fold up the head, it'll not run into things as bad. Still too much weight on the front. But then we'll get back and we will start unloading the corn into here. Right now we're using our other trailer, which has a small capacity. It won't do us any good, so I don't want to haul it to town for several trips with all that corn. But we'll unload this, take it to town, then we'll get this combine in the other field. My next goal is to actually bring the plow down here and plow this little stretch in between each field to make this all one big field. I'm going to keep this waterway in. I thought about, leveling it out, but I'm going to keep it in, make it look a little better that way, more realistic, like there's a little waterway in the middle of the field. So I will do that probably in the next episode. That'll be our next goal, to make one giant field. But the goal of this one is just to try to get this fall harvest finished while also being able to buy that other bean field. Here we are, the moment of truth to see if we can make enough money to buy that field. Thankfully, I don't have to go across the track since there was a train coming through at that very moment. Let's get up here and see what we can get. All right, see, $339,000. That is, I believe, enough. I'm pretty sure. Let's pull up the map real quick and see if that field is purchasable at this amount. Yes, it is. We only needed $310,000, so we'll go ahead and buy that. And now it's ours. As soon as we're done with the corn, we'll be able to go ahead and start harvesting those soybeans. Well, I've got this one almost clear full now, and I don't want to run it to town. So I'm going to actually see if I can use this auger to unload from here into the pickup and trailer, the fifth wheel, so I can make one full load to town instead of these little bitty small 50,000 liter loads. So let me get the pickup over here and see if I can get this to work. That looks like it will. As long as it doesn't knock it over, it should work just fine. We can just take one big trip to town instead of a bunch of little ones. Of course, our grain dryer or corn dryer, it doesn't really keep up, so it's going to take a while to process and dry all this corn. But better price will be in a few months from now anyhow. But I'll get all this finished harvesting, and then we'll take the corn to town to get it dried, and then we will start doing our field across the road, the new bean field. Well, this is all we have left of the corn field. Then we go across the street and start the bean field. The other combine is finished. I was just hoping I could get this last little bit in here. Yeah, it looks like it. Perfect. I'm not going to worry about that last little bit. Let me go ahead and drop this off in the trailer, and then we will take it to the grain dryer. Well, we ended up getting 141,000 liters of corn out of those two fields. So I'm going to run them into town, get them in the grain dryer, and be ready for, probably about December, come January, somewhere around there, they should be ready. But that should do it for this episode here in Alma, Missouri. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, be sure to slap that like button. And until next time, have a blessed day, and bye-bye.
There is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Christ Jesus, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit.